So tell us your name.
My name is Brett Hayley.
Brett Hayley.
Yes.
Talk to me about being nervous.
Being nervous.
Yeah, we got cameras here. We got people listening. Talk to me about being nervous.
Being nervous, like right now, it's a new experience to me, being in front of a camera and giving my testimonial to what GOGI is. And because it's new, there's a little bit of guessing going on in my head, kind of like, when I'm asking myself, what if I make the wrong decisions, or what if I say the wrong thing? So
Right.
There's a little bit of nervousness on that. That's about
So
it.
how do the tools help when somebody's nervous? How could, somebody goes in front of the board, or somebody's getting a visit from somebody they haven't seen in a long time. So there's a lot of instances in life when we're nervous.
Yes.
How do the tools help?
I really look at tools like belly breathing.
Okay.
When we're able to get oxygen
Okay.
into our body, we
Okay.
teach to try to get the oxygen into our feet so that it's completely through the body. And just having that oxygen going through your body allows you to relax more, and then you don't focus on making mistakes. You can really focus on what you're trying to get across.
Does that help for the board? Does it help for visits? And does it help with the camera?
I believe it does. I believe it does. A lot of the things that incarcerated individuals get in their mind, and they try to portray themselves, or even myself. Sometimes in the past, I've tried to portray myself as either more mature or more prepared and stuff like that.
Right.
And inside, I've just been, a mess. So I'm trying to put on the face and stuff like that. And
Right.
then when I reflect on tools that I've learned, like belly breathing, I'm able to actually sit down and just enjoy it and go with the moment.
So would you say that belly breathing is one of your favorite tools?
I like all the tools, to be
Do you?
honest with you. Belly breathing is a very good tool for me.
Right.
I do a lot of facilitating, what have you, and
Yes,
it really
yeah.
helps me a lot when I get up there. If I might walk up there nervous, and then when I get up there, I just try to make light of it.
Yeah.
So belly breathing does help me out on that a lot.
Do you see the tools being applied with the population here, with the men here at this prison? Can you tell somebody who's utilizing tools and maybe some that aren't? Is there a difference?
Definitely.
Really?
Yeah, I get a lot of guys come up to me every day, and sometimes
Every day?
Yeah, sometimes whether I'm at work or whether I'm in school or something like that, they'll always want to talk about a tool or whatever. And then I'll see I kind of figure myself as a student of life. So
Okay.
I watch a lot of what's going on around me, and I try to socialize myself that way, but also I see other guys that are on the line and just the relationships they're having. I see a difference in the individuals that they were, say, a year ago,
I see.
and the communication they were having then. And now they're more communicating with each other and having a relationship instead of just a one-on-one conversation, or a two-on-one conversation, however you want to say it. Yeah.
Bunch of talking heads and no one's
Yeah,
listening.
yeah, nobody's listening. Nothing's getting across, but I
see.
do notice that there's more of a relationship being built, and that's helping the culture of this institution grow by GOGI, by the tools of GOGI. That's what great.
So tell me, are you a different man than you were, say, 5 or 10 years ago?
Oh, I have witnesses to that.
Really?
I have witnesses to that. Yes, I'm definitely a different
How would
man.
you have described yourself even just 10 years ago? What kind of guy were you then?
10 years ago, I was a very selfish individual. I was very selfish. I grew up in a single-parent family. I had experienced a lot of abuse, a lot of neglect, and stuff like that. So I had no teachings.
I see.
The teachings I did have were all violence. So I had made for myself relationships that were based on a bunch of bad lessons. Using the GOGI tools, I get to claim responsibility
Yeah.
for accepting those lessons in my life, and being able to detach myself from those allows me to be more natural in my relationships.
Which is really odd because you're actually teaching people how to have good relationships with these tools.
Definitely.
So that's a very big transformation that has occurred.
Yes.
Does it feel different?
It feels liberating.
Really? What do you mean?
It feels liberating.
Really?
I heard you yourself explain how you have this immense ultimate freedom in your life.
Right.
And that's what I feel now.
Really?
As opposed to 10 years ago or even 5 years ago, where I was still, trying to find my way through it. And then when I got the GOGI tools, it all opened up for me. And now I just feel so liberated that I'm not attached to those bad lessons that I had in the past. It's fantastic.
What would you say to somebody who's maybe sitting in their cell, they turn on the TV and they see you up on the screen talking? What would you want them to think about or consider or do?
Hopefully they're in their cell reading GOGI.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be nice.
That'd be very nice.
Really, when I speak to a lot of guys, I ask them to consider what their actions are going to do for their life. Always make a positive choice in whatever they're deciding to do. So if they're sitting in their house and they got all this time on their hand, maybe they can open a book, maybe they can get into some education, what have you.
Right.
And that's a lot of what we talk about when they approach me on the line. If we're always talking about positive choices, and I'm always trying to, just give them options. Instead of negative options, choose a positive option. Go back to school, get something positive for your life, because the more you do that, the more you're going to get out of it.
You've come a long way since you first entered places like this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And you're going to be the strong marketing executive as you leave this place too, I have a feeling.
Yeah, I have some plans.
Yes, I do. I believe you do. Last words you'd like to say?
GOGI for life.
Yes, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you're a wonderful, valued member of our GOGI team.
Thank you.
And you're very appreciated.
Thank you. My name is Brett Hayley, and I am a face of GOGI.